Art to me is colourful. You know, when I see colours, it makes me happy.
It gives you that sort of feeling peaceful and calm, and I can just have a little bit of reflection, really, while just painting.
The art group is a little bit of time for me. You know, I'm there and I'm chilled out. I have a nice cup of coffee. We have a nice chat. We talk about each other's families, you know, and I really feel as if they care about me then.
This art group that has gone on locally in the valleys, and it's opened up art to a lot of people in the valleys.
Within Valleys Kids, I've got 3 art groups. We're really friendly, you know, we're really non-judgmental, and the materials are there, so it doesn't cost them anything to come apart from their time. But the first thing they say to me is, I can't draw, mind, but something has brought them to the class. And I've heard that statement so many times, and I said, it's not about being able to draw wonderfully. Everybody can learn a skill. It's just being able to enjoy creativity, enjoy art, to produce something that you've enjoyed doing.
The only connection, really, I only ever had was art, finished in 1968 with LS School. And then when I joined the art group, that was reconnected. That came together once again. And it's made a big difference. It's made a big difference in my life. Definitely made a big difference in my life.
My husband passed away a few years ago, and I am really struggling. So this art group really has been a lifeline for me, because I've made new friends. If I'm feeling a bit down, I can talk to them about how I'm feeling. And we just become a nice, close-knit community.
When lockdown happened, I felt a really bit isolated, and then Anne sent around a message about having a WhatsApp group with all the other members of the class, and I think it gave you structure to your day, or to your week rather. You know, you're looking forward to Wednesdays when you'd get your message from Anne and the lesson.
None of us knew how long the lockdown was going to last for, but I knew it was going to be a few weeks, so I thought, well, at least they can still continue their classes. So I raided the studio first of all, gave them all art bags, and then I raided my shelves so that they all had brushes, paints, palettes, canvases, so they had something to get on with for the next few weeks. So I would set a session every week. I would do a demonstration, send them some sort of stills of what we were doing. It was that continuation of their classes, and because everything else changed for them, they didn't see people, they didn't go out, they didn't go shopping. There was no social interaction with anybody, but they knew that every week it was time for art. They would sit down, have their cup of tea, get all their art materials ready, and they would do their artwork, knowing that the rest of the art group in their homes were doing exactly the same thing.
It did give a connection. Being totally isolated, as I was, apart from neighbours, the fact that Anne made the effort and she came there and we got together as an art group, even though I wasn't on the line with them, I was still felt as I was part of them. It would have been a lot harder for me personally if I didn't have the art group and the art. It would have been a lot more difficult.
It's something for me to look forward to. So I'm still lonely, because it is lonely on your own, but I don't feel quite as isolated now as what I have been. And sometimes that makes a world of difference.
She kept everybody together. And as I say, on the Zoom sessions, she was very, very careful to go through everybody. And by the end of the lockdown sessions, they weren't just people that you met, they became your friends.
There are over 900 pieces of artwork in this exhibition of all the work that they've done in the 16 months of lockdown. And as you can see, the images are not framed, they're just put up in their raw state, because they did these things in their houses, on their front room tables, on their kitchen tables, you know, sitting on their chairs with their little pads that I'd given them, and their paints. And this is what I needed on this wall for them to see how much work they'd done. Because I was proud of them and I just needed them to be proud of themselves as well.
I mean, all this, it's all the same topic, but everybody's individual and they all look completely different. And I'm quite proud of what I done, to be honest with him.
You know, you pick out your one, but then you go, oh, look, see how they did that one? See how they did that one? Oh, it's great.
You know, my husband was saying there was something on the table. He was sending this to my son, and a piece of artwork was there. And my son replied and said, "Ooh, Mum, that's really nice," you know. So, yeah, I just felt really sort of proud, you know, that I achieved something, you know.
I did enjoy doing our pebble art. I enjoyed doing that. We'd done them on Christmas time. We'd all do our scene, and then we'd write something nice on the back, you know, say like, "Merry Christmas, have a lovely time," or something like to them words, you know. And then you just leave them anywhere then outside, and hopefully then somebody would pick it up, take it home, and have that enjoyment out of it then, innit, you know.
Art is not just the picture on top of your chocolate box at Christmas. Art isn't something you see on television that someone's talking about. Art is available for you. Art is your next street down. You might draw a picture of your neighbour or your neighbour's dog. It might be not the greatest picture in the world, but you have achieved it. You've done it. You've made that picture. You've done that picture. It's made me bring me more out to think of art, not just as a drawing on the wall, not just a piece of sculpture, but just what it does for people, how much it boosts for people.